Hello friends, I am Vijay and you are welcome back to IT Beast. Before we start, I want to warn you that this video is going to be a bit longer than the videos made for same purpose. It is simply because I do not just want to show you to change the settings, delete files, make changes in registry, but I would like to educate you properly so that you know why you are making that particular change in the system. Once you know the logic behind these settings, and these changes, you will able to decide whether you still want to make that change to enhance performance or not. Because every change in your operating system will have its own positive or negative impact, whether it happens gradually over the time or all of a sudden. Trying to work with a slow computer can be seriously frustrating. So the first thing, disabling unnecessary Windows feature. Microsoft Windows has a lot of useful features that you may use on daily basis. However, there are some unnecessary features that you never use nowadays. So better to disable them to get better speed. For that, go to setting, find speech recognition. If it is enabled, you just disable it. Again, find linking. Use the search button. Find the inking and typing personalization privacy setting. If it is on, you disable it because it is not necessary. Also, if you are not using activity history, you can disable that as well. That also, you can use this search button as well. Type activity, you will find activity history and privacy setting. Click on this. Here actually Windows store your activity history on the device. Also, it sends some data to Microsoft. So if you don't want to store history of your system, of your activities, you can disable it. Definitely you should disable this one. Actually, this one allows you to jump back into what you are doing even when you switch devices by sending Microsoft your activity, including information about website you browse and how you use applications and services. So definitely you should disable it because they run in background and eat up resources. Find location and privacy setting, click on change and disable this as well. If it is on, you disable it. In case if you have to enable location, you can enable it and then application by application you can disable it. This also run in the background and eat up your system's resources. Again, use the search button, type camera, click on camera and privacy setting. Again, change it. If it is on, if you use your system laptop camera for Skype or any other application, you leave it on. Otherwise, you can disable it completely. If it is on, you can still control it application by application. So like 3D viewer, you will never use your camera. For camera application, maybe when you take photo or video directly in your system, you may need it. I never use it, so I will disable it. Cortana, I never use Cortana, so I will again disable it. Desktop application web viewer, this also I will disable. Feedback hub I will disable. Microsoft Photos I will disable. Sometime I use Skype, so I will just leave it like that. This one will help when you are playing game and recording game. So this also I don't want. Again, if you want to enable camera access for Chrome and Microsoft Edge, I don't want to do this also, so I will just simply disable. So this will not only create a privacy concern for you, but also these setting eats up lot of resources in the background. So it is better to disable them. Now click on microphone. Microphone, if you use, you enable it. Otherwise, again you can disable the microphone uses based on the application. So it is better to choose application, which application you want to enable and which application you don't want your microphone to be used. So in most of the cases, you will never use microphone for these. Skype is okay. Voice recorder, you may use it. Xbox game bar, you may use it. Give the access to microphone or Xbox bar. Again, whether you want to give the microphone access to these applications. So you can simply say no or you can just leave it. So like you can see, it is even giving that Camtasia recorder is currently using my microphone. So if I disable it, I won't able to record any voice when I am recording in Camtasia. So I can simply leave them on. Voice activation. Voice activation is used for application like Cortana. I want to disable this as well. Better you disable it. Notifications. Notification is this area. If you enable it, you will get the notifications this side. If you disable it, you will not see any notification in this side. You can simply turn off from here. Motion, this also you disable it. It is not for use. Then click on contacts. I don't think anyone is using Windows Contact, this feature in Windows 10. So simply disable it. Calendar, you may use calendar, so just leave the calendar on. Phone calls, definitely no one make phone calls from Windows operating system, so simply turn it off. Call history, same thing again, better you disable it. You can still enable and disable it based on the applications. Task, you may use the task, so leave it on. Messaging, you're not going to send messages from Windows 10, so better to disable them. Radios, you're not going to use it, disable it. Come down to background applications. Here you can decide which application can run in the background. You can choose which application can receive information, send a notification and stay up to date even when you are not using them, which means they will still be running in the background. Better to disable most of them. Alarm and clock, this also we don't want. Calculator we don't want. Camera also we don't want. When we want to use the camera, then only we want to send the data. No. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Leave this one on. LinkedIn, no. Mails and calendar, yes, leave it on. Maps we don't want. Messaging we don't want. Microsoft Photos we don't want. Microsoft Store, yes, let's leave this one. To do, yes, because if you have set anything to remind you, it will remind you, so better to leave it on. Mobile plans, let us leave it on. Movies and TVs, no. OneNote for Windows 10, no. 10 3D, no. 10 setting, no. People, quick college. So like this you disable most of the application which you don't want them to run in the background. Change your power setting to ultimate performance. If you are using power saver plan, you are slowing down your PC. This plan reduces your PC's performance in order to save energy. Changing your power plan from power saver to ultimate performance or high performance will give you instant performance boost. For that you need to go to control panel. You need to select hardware and sound. From here you need to go to power options. And here you will see ultimate performance. You will probably not see ultimate performance option in laptops. However, we can still enable ultimate performance option with the quick command prompt or PowerShell command. The command is same for the PowerShell and as well as the command prompt. To enable ultimate performance plan, click on the search button, type CMD. Command prompt application will appear. Do not just click on this. You need to open this command prompt as administrator. So right click here and click on run as administrator. Click on yes. Command prompt will open. Copy this code. You can type also. You can type. Just copy it. Right click. Just right click, whatever command you have copied, it will paste automatically. Hit enter and you can see the power scheme, GUID and ultimate performance. Once you have done that, just go to control panel again. You can go to control panel from here as well. Control panel, hardware and sound, power option, and then you will see ultimate performance. You can see it here. You just select that. Your system will set to ultimate performance. Now the next setting is disabling startup programs. So for that, right click here in the taskbar, click on task manager. Now you will see startup, click on startup and you will see lot of applications are there in the startup. Here you have to decide which application you want to run when the Windows load. So as soon as your desktop is open, these applications will run in the background. You need to choose which one you want to run along with the Windows and which one you want to stop. Select the particular entry and click on disable button. Again click on this and disable it. iTunes I don't want, I want to disable it, so disable it. iTunes mobile device helper, I want to disable it. I want to disable Skype because Skype actually use lot of resource, especially when you are running Windows operating system in the traditional hard disk. Opera browser assistant I want to disable. HP notification I want to disable. Chrome I want to disable. So basically I don't want any of these applications to run along with Windows. This will make my startup very fast, will not take time for Windows to load. So as you have seen, I have disabled all the application and still my Windows will be intact. It will not make any bad impact in my system. Now the next thing to disable is the services. Click on the search button, type msconfig. You will find system configuration application. Here click on services. and here you can choose which are the services you want to disable. So first of all, hide all Microsoft services so that your system will still run properly. So now you have all the third party services like AnyDesk. We can simply and safely disable it. So first I want to select on the status so that all the running services will appear first. Whatever is not running, we don't even bother about it. So Go Global, I want to disable it. Intel ProSet Wireless Event Log, it is not required. Google Input Service, let's leave it on. Samsung Mobile Connectivity Service, we can stop it. So Tally Gateway Server, we can disable it. TeamViewer, we can disable it. Google Chrome Extension Service, we can disable. Google Update Service, we can disable. And then hit apply and OK. So you have to restart your computer to apply these changes. I will restart the system later. Also, we will disable some services. So for that, just click on this search button. Click on services. You can see services application is there. Just click on that. Services dialog box will appear. So click on standard so that the readability will be better. Now I will just tell you some services which you can safely disable and what is the meaning of it. Windows Mobile Hotspot. This, if you are not using hotspot services in your system, you can simply disable it. So to disable it, just click here and disable simply. Otherwise, click on manual. So when you want to enable it, then only it will get enabled. You can safely disable it if you don't use this. This mobile hotspot service allows user to share mobile devices internet connection with the laptop or PC. This device is used to share Wi-Fi, Ethernet or data connection. So well, if you use this, you can leave it on. You can just leave it like that, or if you do not use it, you can simply disable it. Bluetooth support service. This service allows the users to wirelessly connect devices like a speaker, desktop or laptop. This is an essential service for Bluetooth connectivity, but it is not essential for Windows 10. So if you are not using Bluetooth devices to connect, you should possibly turn off this Bluetooth support service. So for that, you just right click on property and disable it. However, it is already set on manual, so until you run this service from the application, it will not run. Next service is Print Spooler. This service stores multiple print jobs in a queue and this is needed for printing. If you don't have any printer installed with system, or if you are not going to use any printer with your system in future also, you can simply click on properties and disable it. When you need it, you can just go here and enable it again. Then the next service is fax. This is an outdated service, so it is clear that Windows 10 won't require the fax service. It is better to disable the fax services as this affects Windows 10 performance. So simply disable it. Remote desktop services and remote desktop configuration services. Windows 10 operating system contains remote desktop utility that allow user to connect to another PC over the network. Both network desktop configuration and remote desktop services are essential to enable for removing desktop connectivity. So if you don't need remote network connectivity, you can disable these two services. Windows Insider Service. This service allows user to get the preview version of future Windows 10 build before they are released to general public. This is not very essential Windows 10 service, so if you are not registered with the Windows Insider program, you can simply disable this service. Downloaded Maps Manager Service. This service allows map application to access downloaded maps. Windows 10 contains a map application that requires this service enabled. But if you are not using Windows Map application, you can simply disable it. Windows Connect Now Service. This service is utilized by laptops and other mobile computers for connecting to the wireless networks. And if you are using a desktop that doesn't have a wireless card, then you can simply disable it. Remote Registry. By default, it is disabled. This Windows 10 service allows remote users to modify the Windows registry remotely. And many users informed this service causes security issues. So it is worth disabling it in Windows 10 or Windows 7. Application Layer Gateway Service. This service provides support for third-party protocol plugins for internet connection sharing. This service is also not very essential as the modern computer won't require such feature and it can be disabled very safely. Smart card service. This service is utilized for security, especially in large organizations or corporations. This is also not very essential service for end users who are just having a system in home and just want to play games, work on the system normally. So they can simply disable it. It is not required for them. Image acquisition services for scanners and cameras. This is a driver model liable for communication between system and graphics hardware. So it is worth to stop this service when you are not using a scanner or cameras in your system. A retail demo service. This service is used by retailers who want to give customers the demo about Windows 10, how it works. This also is an unnecessary service, so it is good to turn it off. Deleting temporary files. Simply press Start and R button. Type %temp%. Hit OK. Whatever you see here, just select all, Control A, and then simply Shift and delete. As you can see, it is deleting these files. These files are currently being used by the operating system, which cannot be deleted. So simply click on Do this for all current items and skip it. It may take some time for it to complete. So it is done. Again, press Windows and R button. Now simply type temp. Hit OK. Whatever you see here, again Control A to select all, Shift delete to delete everything. You need administrative privilege to delete it. Again, few files will be used by system currently, so just skip them. Windows watching what you are doing and offering advice can also make your PC run very slow. So if you want to speed up things, tell Windows to stop giving you advice. For that, simply go to Setting, click on System, click on Notification and Action, and simply turn off this one. Get notification from application and other senders. Again, turn this off, and once you have turned off from here, all the application related to that will turn off automatically. So turning off Windows suggestion for you should help things run very smoothly. Now the next setting is to turn off OneDrive from syncing. Cloud-based OneDrive file storage built into Windows 10. It keeps files synced and up to date on all your PCs. It is also a useful backup tool so that if your PC or its hard disk dies, you can still have your files intact and you can restore it whenever you need. OneDrive constantly sync file between your PC and cloud storage, something that can also slow down your PC. That's why one way to speed up your PC is to start automatic syncing. To stop automatic syncing of OneDrive, right click on the OneDrive icon here in the taskbar, click on Pause Syncing, and here you can decide the timing: 2 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours. So once you do that, OneDrive will not sync automatically for 24 hours, and you will see noticeable performance on your system after you pause the OneDrive syncing. If you decide to turn off syncing permanently, right click on OneDrive icon, click on Setting, click on Account, and click on Unlink this PC. Unlink account. It will ask you set up OneDrive again, which you should not set up. Just simply close OneDrive. That's it. So this will give you a very noticeable boost in your system performance. Turn off search indexing. Windows 10 indexes your hard disk in background. This will allow you to search files, folders in your PC very quickly. If you are not indexing, it may take some time to find files and folders when you use search option in Windows. So if search indexing is on, your PC will be a bit slower, even if you have an SSD hard disk, because the constant writing on the disk that indexing does can eventually slow down SSD. To get the maximum benefit in Windows 10, you should turn off indexing off completely. For that, you click on the search button, go to Services, open the Services application, find Windows Search and disable it. After that, your searches may be slightly slower, although you may not notice the difference, but you should get the overall performance boost. Now the next thing is to disable Cortana. While Windows 10 Digital Assistant, Cortana is a handy feature. It uses a lot of resources and also poses a privacy threat. Cortana used to be easily removed, but in the up-to-date version it is a little bit difficult. If you are willing to make an edit in your system registry, it can be done. So if you are ready, let's start doing it. Click on this search button, type registry. You will see registry editor. Just open it. You will be asked to make sure you want to do this. Yes. Before you do that, take the backup of your registry. So to take the backup of registry, you just simply click on File, Export, give it a name and save it. So in case if anything goes wrong in your registry, you can still reverse it back. You can restore your previous registry setting. Once the backup is done, in the left side, click on H key local machine, expand it, click on software, expand it, find policies, expand it, click on Microsoft, expand it, click on Windows, expand it. Now try to see Windows search. Now here the real game starts. If you do not see Windows search, there is no problem, no need to worry. Just right click on the Windows folder, select new, click on key, name it Windows search, hit OK. Right click on Windows search, click on dword 32-bit value, name it allow Cortana, hit enter, double click on this allow Cortana. It is 0, so it should be 0 hexadecimal, hit OK. That's it. Now just close the registry editor. We need to sign off to Windows. Once you sign off, Cortana will stop working. Now the next setting we are going to change in boot menu. We are going to reduce the boot menu time. When your computer is start up, boot menu display for a certain amount of time before the operating system loads. This gives you the time to do things like start Windows in safe mode. However, you can still save few seconds changing the boot menu timeout. So for that, we will go to control panel. Make sure this large icons are enabled. Click on system. Click on advanced system settings. Come to startup and recovery, click on setting, and here as you can see, time to display list of operating system is 30 seconds. Just make it to 10, hit OK and OK. This will load your Windows operating system a bit faster. Now the next thing we are going to do is turning on the game mode. The latest version of Windows 10, the creator update, add a new feature known as game mode. So to activate the game mode, simply press the Windows plus G button, game mode will on and start working. You will get a little bit boost. Changing active hours for Windows Update. Believe it or not, Windows Update eats up resources when it runs in the background. We can configure it to run only at a specific time when the device is not in operation. So to configure Windows Update to run only at a specific hour, we just need to open Windows Update. To open Windows Update, click on the Start button, click on this Setting button, click on Update on Security. The first thing, Windows Update is selected. As you can see here, change active hours. Once you click it here, and current active hour is 8 AM to 5 PM. You can change this based on your need, based on your active hours when you want Windows Update service to run in the background. Also, if you enable this, Windows will automatically decide when to run the update in the background based on your activity. You should also note that setting this only limit the time when Windows Update will install automatically. Windows Update is still download the updates during these hours, which means if you are connected to internet, even if you have changed the active hour setting, the Windows download will still download if it gets any update in the background. The downloading update will not stop. So to stop downloading updates in the background, so for that, click on your network icon. You can see the network you are connected into. Click on properties and set this connection as metered connection. So once you set this connection as metered connection, as long as you are connected to this network, Windows will not download updates in background. Now the next thing is to clean out your hard disk. If you have got a bloated hard disk filled with files you don't need, you could be slowing down your PC. Cleaning it out can give you a boost in speed. Windows 10 has a surprisingly useful built-in tool called Storage Sense. For that, just go to Setting, click on System, click on Storage, and as you can see, Storage Sense is on. If it is off, you just turn it on. Temporary files, almost 15 GB. So you can see updates are using 108 MB, downloads 14 GB. So you can decide which file to remove. You can decide one by one. Make sure that the download folder is not selected, otherwise whatever is downloaded in your system, it will delete automatically. You can decide the frequency every day, 14 days, 30 days, 60 days or never. So if you set never, you have to run it manually. I set to 30 days, and once you click on clean now, it will delete the temp files. Now the next setting is to disable shadows, animation and visual effects. Windows 10 has some nice eye candy shadows, animation and visual effects. On fast newer PCs, these don't usually affect system performance, but on slower and older PCs, they can have a performance hit. It is easy to turn them off. Just click on the search box, type syscm.cpl. This dialog box will appear. System properties dialogs will appear. Click on the advanced, click on performance. Either you adjust this to best performance. So as you can see, once you select adjust for best performance option, everything is turned off. Just hit apply and OK. Now the next setting we are going to change is to disable transparency. In addition to turning off shadows, animation and visual effects, you should also disable the transparency effects that Windows 10 uses for the start menu, taskbar and action center. It takes a surprising amount of work for Windows to create these transparency effects, and turning them off can make a difference in system performance. So to disable transparency, we just need to go to Setting, Personalization, Colors, and then scroll down to transparency. As you can see, transparency effects. If it is on, just turn it off. That's it. Now the next thing to do to enhance the performance is to turn on automated Windows maintenance. Every day under the hood, Windows 10 performs maintenance on your PC. It does things like security scanning and performing system diagnostics to make sure everything is up and running. Also, in this process, Windows automatically fixes problems if it finds. This process makes sure that your PC runs at peak performance. By default, this automatic maintenance runs at 2 o'clock every night, which means if your system is plugged into the power and your system is into sleep mode, your system will automatically wake up at 2 o'clock in the night and it will perform this maintenance. There is a chance that the feature has been accidentally turned off, or you haven't plugged your PC for a while at that time, so the maintenance has not been done. You can make sure it turned on and run every day, and you can also run it manually if you don't want to do it automatically. So for that, you need to click on the setting, go to setting, just use the search button, find automatic. So you can see change automatic maintenance settings. Come here and change the timing, change the maintenance time, and you hit this allow scheduled maintenance to wake my computer at the scheduled time and press OK. Now the next thing we are going to do is to turn Windows features on or off while we are in the programs and feature screen. So for that we need to go to program and feature. So we can go to control panel, and from here we can click on programs, and as you can see, program and features is available here. Just click that, click on turn Windows feature on or off. And as you can see, there are a lot of features which is enabled and disabled. So depending on your requirement, you can disable and enable the features like Hyper-V. I'm using virtualization, that's why it is on. We can turn it off. Internet Explorer, this also consume lot of resources, so we can turn it off if required. Sometime I use it. Media features like Windows Media Player, if you don't need it, just to turn it off. Print to PDF, Microsoft XPS document writer. So whatever you feel that you are not using, you can just turn them off and press OK. This also will improve system performance. Microsoft continuously releases updates for Windows 10 which are designed to fix common bugs that reduce system performance. Some of these are fairly minor, whereas others make significant changes to your system, maximizing efficiency. If machine performance is lagging, open the Windows menu and type update. Just to go to setting, click on update and security and then check for updates. My system is up to date, so there is no problem. And also I have turned off the internet, that's why it is not connecting with the Microsoft server and it is giving error. Now the next thing we are going to do is disk cleanup. Disk cleanup is an extraordinary built-in Windows utility. You can use it to clear out temporary files which accumulate on your machine, such as image thumbnails, downloaded program file and offline web page. Click on the search button, type disk cleanup and you can see disk cleanup application is there. Just click here. It will calculate and bring the result. So like temporary internet file is there. So as you can see, all files not required by your system and files which you can safely delete, you can simply select which are the one you want to delete and you can delete. Like download, so just make sure that you are not checking this one, otherwise the download folder will wipe out, and then press OK. Also you can click on clean up system files. So this is a good opportunity to delete any file on your hard drive which your system does not need, like Windows Update. As you can see, these files are no longer required, so we can safely delete them. Just hit OK and it will get deleted, and definitely it will improve the system performance. Now the next thing we will do is to defrag our hard disk. The more you use your hard disk, the more it can become fragmented, which can slow down your PC. When a disk gets fragmented, it stores file without planning or order across it, and it takes a while for Windows to put them together before running them. Windows 10 has built-in defragmenter. You can use it to defragment your hard drive. You can even tell it to run automatically so it stays constantly defragmented. Click on the search box, type defragment. As you can see, defragment and optimize drive application has opened. Just click on it. All number of drives available in your system will be showing here. So you just select that and click on optimize. If you are using SSD hard drive, don't do that. Otherwise it will slow down your system. This utility should be used for non-SSD hard drive, the traditional hard drive. So as you can see, you just click on optimize. I don't want to do that because I am using SSD hard drive. If you want to schedule it, you can just click on change setting and you can select the frequency, weekly, daily or monthly. Once it is done, hit OK and close it. Hope this video is very useful for you. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and find it useful, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. See you in next video.